Hi everyone, today I'm going to be showing you how to crochet this cup cozy. It could be used on tumblers as I have it shown on here right now. It could also be used on travel mugs. The sizing will work for both. I have linked in the description below a written pattern as well as a list of the materials that you're going to need for this project. So we're going to begin by making a chain of 31. You're just going to get your starting loop going. Get that onto your hook. We're going to chain 31. So yarn over and pull through the loop. Yarn over, pull through the loop. You're just going to keep on going, making your starting chain until you get to 31 and then come back. Okay, so now that you've finished your starting chain, we're going to begin with row 1 with our double crochet. So in the third chain from the hook, so 1, 2, 3, in this third chain from the hook, we're going to work a double crochet. So yarn over your hook, push it through that third chain, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops on your hook, yarn over, and pull through the next 2 loops on your hook. We're going to do that again in the next chain, so yarn over, push your hook through the chain, yarn over, pull up a loop. We've got 3 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over, pull through the first 2 loops, yarn over, and pull through those next 2 loops. You're just going to go ahead and continue on working 1 double crochet into every single chain all the way down your row. When you get to the end of your row, come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so now that we've reached the end of our row, we're going to chain 2, turn our work, and now we're going to back loop double crochet into every stitch all the way down. So you're going to yarn over your hook, and instead of going into the stitch through the front, how you normally would, for a back loop, we're going to go over the top of our stitch and just into the back loop only. And then you'll continue on your double crochet as usual. So the only difference is instead of going in the front of the stitch, I'm going to show you with a little bit of a better view here, for those of you that are not familiar with this stitch. So instead of going in the front of the stitch, we're just going over the top of our work. And you see how the stitch is kind of like a V shape? So we're going into that back loop only. And that's how you're going to work your back loop double crochet stitches. Just get a little bit more yarn here. Okay, so I'll do another couple with you. Yarn over your hook, push it into the back loop only, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through the first 2, yarn over, pull through the last 2. And we're just going to keep on doing that all the way down. Working a back loop, double crochet into every single stitch all the way down. When you get to the end of your row, you're going to chain 2 and turn your work. And you're going to continue on working back loop half double crochets until you have a total of 6 rows of work. So you're going to count these 2 as well. So after you finish this row, you're going to do 4 more rows of back loop double crochets and then come back and I'll show you what we're going to do next. Alright, so now that you've finished your rows of work, you're going to chain 1, turn your work, and we're going to work 1 slip stitch into every stitch all the way down. So just push your hook through the stitch, yarn over, and pull right through the loop on your hook. Push it through the next stitch, yarn over, pull it right through that loop on your hook. So you're just going to work 1 slip stitch into every single stitch all the way down the row. And when you finish that, come back and I will show you how we're going to finish off our project. All right. So now that you finish working your slip stitches, we're going to fasten it off. Make sure you get a very long tail end because you're going to need it for sewing the ends together. So go ahead and fasten that off, pull the rest of it through, and then you're going to pick up your tapestry needle or yarn needle and get that onto the tail end. So now the way that we're going to finish up our work is we're going to fold this into itself, like so take the 2 short ends, fold them in half like this, and then put them in and out of each other. So it's kind of like that in a little bit of a zigzag. Okay, and we're going to grab our yarn needle, and being sure to work through all 4 of these ends to connect it all. You're just going to push your yarn needle through all the way through the whole end, pull it right through, and then go back and do the same thing in a back and forth motion all the way down. Okay, so take your time, go ahead and keep on working that until you get to the end here, and then come back. Okay, so now that you finished that all the way to the end, we don't want to fasten off right here at this end because you're going to have like a little piece that sticks out. So I just like to take my yarn needle and weave in and out of some of the stitches just to really do a good job of hiding and securing that tail end. Get your scissors, you can fasten that off. All right, and you've got your tail end from the start of your work is still here. So depending where that ended up in your project, mine is here kind of in the middle. So I'm partially flipping my work around just so I can grab a hold of it, but you want to make sure that you push that to the inside of your work so you can hide it in there. You don't want any pieces sticking out. It just looks messy and incomplete. So I'm going to go ahead and hide this tail end on the inside, just putting it through one more to really secure it. And then you can fasten that off, flip it around, and there you go. You've got your twisted crochet mug cozy, perfect for tumblers or travel mugs. I hope you enjoyed this project. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.